Hey Shelby, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you, Rick?
I'm doing great. Hey, thanks for taking some time to have this conversation today. I'm sure it's going to be helpful for a lot of people. Tell us a little bit about your position. What do you do? And you're our lead buyer coach, and what does that consist of?
So yeah, currently I'm the lead buyer coach, and it really consists of helping to train and equip and educate some of our buyers agents and hold them accountable and help them to succeed in their goals in their life.
Now, we've had a lot of work together. We've been working together for the past 9 years, and
Yes.
you've had various roles. Tell me about specifically what is the role of coaching, and how does that work for you, and how does that benefit our team members?
So I believe coaches are very important in life today. It kind of definitely comes down to accountability. I think a lot of people say they have certain goals, certain things that they want to accomplish in their life, but no one yet to keep them accountable, so they never accomplish those goals in their life. So as a coach, that's one of my main priorities, is to encourage them, but then also to challenge them, challenge their thinking, and then to keep them accountable to what they say that they want to accomplish. I don't set their goals for them. They set their goals, and then I just hold them accountable to how they are accomplishing their goals and what they're doing to achieve them so that they can fulfill all that they have set out for their own lives.
And you have coaches in your life. I have coaches in my life. They're all holding us accountable. And it's amazing how many solo real estate agents don't have a coach at all.
It's true. Yeah.
And then if they do have a coach, it's a remote coach that they're not able to connect with. They get a chance to sit with you on a regular basis, right?
Correct. Yep. I meet with them on a monthly basis. And not only do I help them in their business and help them accomplish those goals and what they want to do, but I also help them in their personal life. I ask them, hey, what is one of your goals in your personal life? And so for some of them, it's I want to lose 3 pounds by the next time we meet. For some of them, it's like I want to get my blood pressure down.
Sure.
For some of them, it's I want to take a day for myself because I haven't had a day off. And so with that, I go ahead and I text them maybe throughout the week, and I'm like, hey, have you taken a day off this week? And they are either say yes or no, but they have to be held accountable to those things.
What is the most rewarding part of you being a coach?
I would say absolutely it's literally, I think, like taking an Uber driver or taking your stay-at-home mom and helping them to accomplish the goals that they have, not only for their own personal lives, but it's always so much more. It's what they have for their families. So when I meet with them, I ask them, what's your why? Why are you getting up every day and doing this? What is it you want to accomplish? And it's so much more than just closing transactions or making a certain amount of money. For a lot of them, it's, I want to be able to help with foster kids. I want to be able to help with the homeless. And there's so much, such a bigger why that's what I really love to see them moving towards.
How has coaching impacted their personal production?
Yeah, so for most of them, they're pretty new in the business. And so I believe, just like myself, when I was doing the business, if I didn't have someone there to coach me, I would have been lost. I would have no idea what to do, what next steps to take. So I think for many of them, it's giving them the confidence that they have the team behind them, that they can call me. If they don't have an answer to a question that maybe their clients have, that they can call me and ask me, and I can give them that. And so they really have the confidence of the team, even though they're brand new.
Awesome. Now, Shelby, I want to go back to the benefits of a team. What has been the biggest benefit to working as a team? Currently, we have 25 team members. What is the biggest benefit of working on a team for you and your family?
Yeah, so I think the biggest benefit of working on a team is, like I said, when I first started out, I had no idea what I was doing. And if I was by myself, I wouldn't know where to turn. I wouldn't know who to ask. Google can only answer so many questions for you. Yeah. And so literally picking up the phone or coming to the office and saying, hey, I have a client who has this issue. Can you help me walk me through this? What's my next step? And being on a team helps people take the next step, whether it's with their clients, in their lives, on a transaction, no matter what it is. Being on a team gives you the confidence and helps you take those next steps, and gives you the confidence to take those next steps instead of just stay in one place and never to move forward. And so without a team, no, I wouldn't do it.
We are growing in a direction where we're going to need additional coaches, and you and I talk about that regularly. From your perspective, what does it take to be a great coach? What do you have to do? And what I'm really looking for, what are the characteristics that you've recognized in you and in our other coaches that helps you be the very best coach you can be?
Yeah, so I think some of the characteristics that make a great coach, and I think some stuff that we look for, obviously for just regular team members, is humble, hungry, and smart.
Yeah.
Those are kind of key things to fit our culture. They have to be our cultural fit. They have to work well as a team member, right? So those are kind of the first initial things. And then for them to be a coach is definitely leadership. Do they have that leadership ability? Can they help other people? Is it all about them, or are they actually out there for the better good of the whole team, for others? So those characteristics would be stepping up when somebody's sick and maybe they can't be at an open house. That leader stepping up saying, hey, no problem, I can do that for you, or let me show those properties for you. I know you're going through this hard time. And then just being able to hold people accountable and equipping them, right? So continually being educated yourself so that you're able to train and coach and lead other people. And then of course, recruiting is important as well. Seeing other people that are out there, no matter where they are, their sphere of influence. Who is it that would make a great team member? And then of course, production.
And those are all great points, Shelby. Let me ask you this. Who specifically benefits from your coaching the most? And in what area do they benefit? I mean, you're specifically a buyer specialist. Mm-hmm. So how do our buyer specialists benefit from your coaching? What do you think is the number one area that they receive that benefit in?
So I think the number one area they receive benefits in regards to the coaching is literally the confidence of knowing that they can get this done. Because a lot of times, and some of them will just come to me and vent, right? So I think a good coach has to have a listening ear as well. And they have to be one who says, okay, help them self-discover. Maybe how are we going to work through this issue with these people? And so I definitely think listening ear, sometimes just letting them vent helps. And then just giving the confidence of they have someone behind them. They're not doing this alone. There's someone there backing them up, supporting them along the whole entire process.
That's a great point. You know, Shelby, sometimes I talk to real estate agents and they're new and they say only new agents need a coach. And then I talk to others that say, no, you have to be experienced to have a coach. Let me ask you, from your perspective, what are the benefits of having a coach as a new agent? What are the benefits of having a coach from someone who's experienced? You have both on your team. You have experienced agents and new agents. Can you speak about the specifics? How does our coaching benefit new agents? How does our coaching benefit experienced agents?
So I definitely think with new agents, like I mentioned before, just the confidence of the team. They'll send me their transactions. I'll look through the offers prior to them sending them over so that we know all the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed. We're giving them ideas on how to lead generate, lead convert, and then just keeping them accountable to their master calendar. So for new agents, that's where that would be. For experienced agents, is that accountability. I feel like as you become an agent and you're more seasoned in the industry, if you don't have that accountability, there's no sometimes motivation to get up and do what you know you're supposed to do. Like getting on the phone, making follow-up calls, right? And then Monday becomes Tuesday, becomes Friday, and you never made any follow-up calls, and then you're seeing your business decline. So I think it's helping to motivate, helping to give tools, because I feel like in this industry, tools are constantly changing, especially with technology, and providing those tools and those resources to help them take their business to the next level.
When we have a new team member, what do you find the ones that are winning at a high level? They come in, they're accomplishing their goals, they're beginning to sell property, they're receiving an income. What characteristics do those top agents have on our team? And what are you finding that if you possess these several qualities helps you win and achieve as a new real estate agent in the industry?
Mm-hmm. As a new agent, I definitely think you have to have self-motivation. Because no one's going to be there to get you up in the morning, to make you do certain things, to follow the systems. And then you have to have determination and tenacity a little bit of grit in you. You've got to be able to get up and hustle. You've got to work the systems. So I'm seeing some of the successful newer agents within our company. They're successful because they're following the systems. They are taking things one step to the next level, and they're just continually, doing the process. If they stop the process, if they stop doing open houses, I know that their business is going to decline. If they stop getting new contacts, new leads, new information on their sphere of influence, their business is going to decline. And they really have to be super laser focused. Because I think a lot of times people who come in to be a real estate agent can be entrepreneurial in a sense. And so they have a lot of ideas. But they can't do all those ideas. They literally need to stay super focused on accomplishing their goals. And here's the steps. And we give them the steps. We lay it out. And the people that follow the steps are highly successful. And the people that deter from it and don't show up and do the steps, and they maybe do step 1 and step 5 and step 6, they just don't accomplish all that they want to.
Shelby, I couldn't agree with you more. Now, we've been talking a lot about our buyer specialists, and I think, how many buyer specialists do you currently have on your team?
10.
You have 10 buyer specialists, and you guys are doing, I'm seeing the open house schedule, 20 plus open houses a weekend, so there's a lot of opportunity there. But let's talk a little bit outside of the role of the buyer specialist. How does the rest of the team integrate into what you're doing? We have a marketing team, we have an operations team, we have a transaction team, we have a concierge team, of course, we have our listing team. How does all of that integrate into what you're doing as a buyer specialist out there representing buyers buying property?
Mm-hmm. So I think the power of the team is the fact that we don't have to be focused on certain things. We literally can connect and close. Our biggest job is to close them. So we try to get them to the table, sign a buyer representation, close them, find them a house, give them their keys, right? So we're not spending our time marketing to them. We're not spending our time necessarily making those appointments. So all those pieces with the concierge department, making appointments for each one of us is huge. Then we just meet them, close the deal. Of course, marketing gets them to the concierge. So I think the power of the team and all the pieces that play together really make a successful agent, but not only just agent, a successful team. I feel like on the team, when one person wins, we all win.
That's right. Shelby, you talked about concierge, and that's a unique concept. It was our goal to provide somebody that's readily available, that when somebody sees a property online, they know the market, they're intelligent about that property, and within most of the day, they can pick up the phone. It's not going to voicemail. It's not going to some inbox somewhere that's never checked. How does the role of concierge, also known in the industry as ISA, inside schedulers or inside sales, how does that impact your buyer specialist and the team?
Yeah, so the ISA impacts us greatly. From somebody who used to do all that, I used to get all the buyer leads and then have to convert them and then follow up with them and meet with them or hand them off, however that works. It has taken a great load off my shoulders. But what I realized was that I couldn't do it effectively or efficiently. So I was losing a lot of opportunities because I couldn't follow up with them immediately. I would see the lead come up, but now I'm out showing properties, right? So I can't get back to this lead right away, but then I have to go and show another set of properties. So then that takes me all the way, till 5 o'clock p.m. when they called me at 8, and now I'm trying to follow up with them. Whereas the ISA or the concierge, they're immediately able to connect with them, and then they're able to constantly connect with them as well until they get the appointment. And then from the appointment, then all the buyer's agents show up and we're able to close the deal.
That's right. There's a nurturing that's often necessary. Not everybody's ready to buy or sell today. And we can add value throughout the entire process, from the time that they're thinking about it to the time that they actually close escrow and everywhere in between. Real estate agents are often really good when they're ready to buy that moment. But if you say a month, couple of months out, or even a year out, real estate agents don't often stay engaged or nurture that opportunity and provide value along the way.
Correct.
So great. And you are right. Before we rolled out the concierge program, Shelby, you fielded all those opportunities. And,
yes.
You did a great job. And now we found this concierge, which can stay engaged and then disperse them out to the team members that we feel are going to have the best fit. And so if you're looking for someone that really is excellent at representing first-time home buyers, we have that team member. If you're looking for somebody that wants to buy in a 55 and older community, an active adult community, we can connect that person to that team member. And so there's a specialist that even exists within our buyer specialist group, someone that might be really active on social media, on Instagram, or excellent at texting. Others that may want to respond will be better in person or over the phone. And so we try to connect people with people that are going to provide them the kind of service they're excited to tell a friend about.
Right. Yep. Whether we talk about investors, we connect to investors with the right buyer specialist. People who maybe are bilingual, we'll connect them with the right buyers.
Or if somebody's sold, and we have one team member right now, and she just continues to sell in one community. So when we have buyers that call that are interested in that one community, we send to that team member because she knows more about that community than anyone.
Absolutely.
And she can provide them a better service. What a value to that buyer to work with that team member that's actually specializing in that community.
Right.
Shelby, last question I have for you. Anyone that's watching this video, they're considering, do I join a team or do I become a solo agent? What advice would you give them?
So from my experiences is what basically I talked about earlier is you want to join a team. I think the days of being a solo agent is going to be fleeting, and you're going to see less solo agents out there. Because why would somebody want to pick a solo agent over a team who has many people specializing in all their different specialties within that company? Right? You don't go to the doctors and, it's the receptionist who, then treats you. No, you want somebody who specializes in each thing. So with specializing in just buyers, we're able to provide an experience that people want to tell a friend about, which then goes into great reviews on Zillow and Yelp and Google.
And you've been a big part of helping us accumulate over 500 five-star reviews online. So thank you for that, Shelby.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of the best team there is out there.
Thanks, Shelby. Hey, thanks for your time today. Really appreciate you and all that you're doing for our team and all that you do for our buyer specialists. Take care.
Thanks.